Hello, this is Anna with Cottage on Oak, and today we are in my laundry room. So I want to do a little mini makeover, just some paint, and shop around my house for some decor items. It's the same as when we moved in, and when we moved in, I just threw stuff up here on the shelves, and I didn't even care what was up there. I just needed stuff out of boxes and off the floor. I do have my soap that I use for the washing machine and stuff, but that's about it. And so I am going to go to Lowe's. We're going to look at some paint. I'm thinking yellow. I might change my mind when we get there because that does happen. And yeah, I'm excited. Let's go to Lowe's. I chose the paint color Butter Up by Valspar. Kerrygold, feel free to sponsor me. The color in this paint can is absolutely gorgeous, but the dried down color ended up not being my very favorite. I felt that it did not match what I thought it was going to be. Now, I'm not sure what made me choose yellow because it's not really my favorite color, but I think this house just needed something soft and subtle, and this is the color I landed on. So far, this is the next day, and this is the color dried. On camera, it's coming up a beautiful pale yellow. In person, it looks like one of those happy face yellows with the black eyes. I do not like this color in person, but again, on camera, it just looks so pretty. So, here is the yellow. This is some white paint that was left here by the previous owners, so I'm going to mix them. Here we are so far. Finding studs in this house has proven to be one of the hardest tasks of my life. I don't know what the problem is in this house, but we have the worst time finding studs. Even with a stud finder, I think these things are a scam, but whatever. So here is one stud. I'm reusing the shelf that was up here. Right here, I'm going to put it above the washer and dryer, kind of similar to my last house, just shorter and wider. And I'm debating on putting a piece of art up here. So I'm going to try a few different ones and see if that works. But first, I gotta find a stud. You can see all of my attempts. Here is a new piece of art that I have added to my collection. My mom and dad bought it for me while they were in Virginia. It was $8 and I love it. So I think it will go great in my new laundry room makeover. Hello, it's another day, and today I am shopping my house for some artwork to put over my shelf that I have put up. And I'm having the hardest time. I'll show you a few pieces that I have in mind, but I just don't think they're going to work. All right, so first, I have these sets of prints. I thought about putting one of these, but it's just too small when I get it above the laundry room. And then I thought about this tapestry that I have. I'm just showing you it on my oven. It just looked too odd. I don't know. Another thing I thought of putting up in my laundry room was my little cardboard cutouts of Jamie and Claire. I don't know if that would creep me out, though, every time I go into the laundry room and they're staring at me. So I thought maybe I shouldn't because I am jumpy. And then over here, if you remember, I used to have this magnolia print over my mantle in our last house. So I thought of using that, but it's just kind of moody. And the laundry room is kind of bright. I'm wanting it to be bright. Back here in all of my hoarding mess, I have that blue and white mirror. I might do that. But also, I don't want to see myself when I'm doing laundry, I guess. I don't know. Lots of thoughts. Oh, and over here I have this painting that I got in Haiti, which is really large. Maybe I'll try that. Also, you all know I love wreaths. Here's some of my collection here, and I think I'm going to put this red one up in the laundry room. That would be beautiful with the yellow contrast. I was afraid the red and yellow would look a little too much like McDonald's, but I don't think it does in the end. You will see. You can agree or disagree. Let me know down below. It took me quite a while to finish this laundry room makeover. So in between, we went and visited a new church that I've never been to before.
What's that? That's a dragonfly. Yeah, but that dragonfly doesn't go upside down. Because it was sleeping. It was sleeping in the sleeping dragonfly. It's gone.
That they couldn't even see.
I look a little crazy. It's like 9:30 at night, and I just got home from church. This is Sunday, by the way. We had a gospel meeting, so our service was at 7 instead of 5. But this afternoon, I had my dad, my husband, and my brother-in-law pick something up for me off of Facebook Marketplace. We are here in my garage, and so I'm going to show you that now. Here we are. This is huge. It's like little doors or something, I don't know. And on top of it was this large stained glass arch on top. How cool. So they had to take some of the glass out that was here in order to move it properly. Anyways, this sits up on top of here. So once that's on, it goes up to about 9 feet tall. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where is this from, because the guy had no idea. He bought it from a local, like, furniture store, and he just didn't know. And so I was looking at these latches that these aren't very old, but they have a name, and the name on them is a popular brand in India. And so we're thinking this came from India. So I'm going to do a little more research. If you have any information, please let me know down below. I, of course, tried to do like image searching, things like that, but that didn't work out too well. A lot of this is like rusted. It's like hard to open up some of these doors. Like I can barely open that one. And then I think these were added on later, because if you look up in here, there's like, looks like that could have been an old latch or something. Down here, same thing. And so, I don't know. And then down here we have something else again. But anyways, it's been painted numerous times. We have green, cream, red, and that's all I got so far. You can see the old nails. And then I think this was probably made at a different time than the, almost fell, than the stained glass. This wood looks older to me. The nails are older. So let me show you. One of the nails is sticking out right here. So it's pretty big. Here's my finger. So yeah, let me know. Here's another one right here. So that's pretty good. I am sad because they had to cut the top off to fit it in the previous owner's house or something like that. And I said, well, do you still have the top? He looked around and said no. He thinks the builders threw it away or something like that. I don't know. So sadly, there is no top, which I think would have really helped date this piece. So anyways, I think these are two different dates of items. So let's see if I can turn you around here. We've got green, purple, and clear, like etched glass on this. Let's do a little more of an up close look so you can see how old it is, because I could really use some help. I'm still learning about antiques. It's easier to learn about vintage pieces than it is about, you know, antiques. And so these do have some like damage, but again, it is old. And so here we go. I'm thinking that maybe they took these shutters off of a house or a church or something and then used some old wood and built a frame for them, put them on the frame, because this wood on the shutters looks different than this wood. Although maybe it doesn't. I don't know, because right here it looks similar. I don't know. Any and all help would be much appreciated. I'm trying to give you lots of up closes and as much information as I can so you can help me date this piece. All right. Anywho, there we go. So let me know down below what you think about this antique. I'm ready to go lay down in bed. I'm usually in bed by 8. But we had a late evening with church and everything, which we're going to have a late evening Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because the gospel meeting's from Sunday to Wednesday. But anyways, let me know. I am so excited about this. This is kind of a big purchase. It was a little expensive, more than what I normally pay for something. I think I paid more for my couch on Facebook than I did pay for this. So not bad, not too shabby. And I like it. And it's a real true antique, which I love. I want to fill my home with antiques. What I would love to do, which I'm sure all of you would love to do this, is travel to Italy, travel to France, travel the world, go to India, buy a few crates full of antiques, and decorate some people's houses. If you're rich and you watch these videos, hit me up. I will do it for you out of the goodness of my heart. Anywho, it's late. I need to go to bed. Bye. Okay, here is the laundry room. Let me know what you think. We've got a lamp in here, which of course I had to have a lamp in here. Love a lamp. We've got this shelf was over here, which you've seen, so I put it here. I still need to do some more styling with this shelf, but for now it's usable. And this little closet here has my water heater in it. And so I put these in here so they would not ruin the video, but here I am showing you. Anyways, my sister had the idea to put a shelf like in here so I could set the things that aren't that pretty in here and they can be tucked away. Here we are. This laundry room is very small. I miss my old laundry room. You can see it in my old videos. It was like a sunroom and it had windows everywhere, but this is cute. I love this basket sitting on top of the dryer. I put these two like sconces or whatever they are here, and then I thought, what do I put here? What do I put? And then I thought, oh, my little faux topiaries. So I like those there. And then I actually have 3 of these. So on the opposite wall, let's slowly turn. I put one up here, and then I put just a little vase on top. So I like that. These are some tea towels that I just used double-sided tape to tape them up here. just so they can cover up things like, you know, the faucets and the outlets and stuff. And this is just a temporary solution, of course, so I might change that up when I have time, who knows. Now on this wall, I put my cottage sign, and I've got my aprons, my straw hats. I use this one. I used it this morning, actually. I'll wear this when I go swimming. It's a little wet still. And then I've got some gardening tools over here. Whoops! This hat is from Tanzania. I like to wear this one sometimes. And then above the cottage sign, I have this antique painting. I bought this at my local antique mall, and you've seen it in my past videos. I used to have it in the bathroom at our old house. Now when I shut this door, I just realized I didn't paint that white part. So that's white. I gotta paint that. I did not realize that until now. But I did not go over this door with the yellowish white paint. I just left it the yellow. On camera, it looks like a beautiful, yummy, light golden yellow. In real life, it is too yellow for me. So as you know, I mixed the paint colors, and you can see some streaks of white. Like right here, there's a little streak of white from me mixing the paint colors. But overall, I'm glad I mixed it with some white. I have a few things I need to do, like fill in these holes. This was just a quick little cheap laundry room makeover. I did not do the ceiling yet. I would love a chandelier in here, you know me. And I started to paint the ceiling over here. But then I thought, let's wait and let's see if I can do some beadboard or something like that, a chandelier, you know, things like that. So we'll see in time. Now down here on the floor, I have my huge bag of baking soda from Azure, some few paint splatters. This is the same floor that is in my kitchen and in my bathrooms. I'm wanting to take some black paint and do like a black diamond on all of these tiles in the kitchen, and I'll probably just flow that into here as well. So overall, let me know what you think down below. This was a quick little fun DIY moment, I guess. I say it was quick. It took me a little while to figure out what art piece I wanted to put here, here, and here. So it took me a while to figure that out. I put a lot of art pieces up here, and I kept taking them down because I just didn't like it. Did that one and I like it. So anyways, let me know down below what you think. And please subscribe and comment and like this video. Well, I said all that, but one more thing I wanted to show you with the light off. It's still pretty bright in here with the lamp. And when I'm looking in here from the kitchen, I don't see the lamp. I just see this part, and it looks like a window's shining through on the trees. So I do like that. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. And don't forget to let me know if you have any idea about that antique piece.